Hey world, what's going on? I've decided to make a video today about building wealth. And the reason I decided that is because I work as a certified financial planner and I've learned a lot. And I've applied the knowledge that I've learned for my finances and my financial life. I've improved drastically. So I've decided to share 5 tips on building wealth, and that's something that's really needed. This kind of advice in this day and age, where I know a lot of people, including myself in the past, who are buried in debt and have financial worries. And since I've experienced a spiritual awakening, enlightenment, uh, they call it, I realized that as long as people are buried with concerns about finances, they will never, not never, they will have a harder time to climb up in the energy chakras or centers to reach their higher selves. So I'm just playing my part, my small part in helping people ease uh, the stress they have financially, so they can focus their attention on self improvement. So let's get started. The first step to building wealth is to have a mental picture of what you want your financial life to look like, right? Um, this is nothing new. With the secret coming out of some years ago, we all know about the power of visualization, vision boards. So the first step to building wealth is having that clear vision in mind. Napoleon Hill spoke about that in his famous book, Think and Grow Rich. Uh, the whole secret was about thinking. It was about having the thought of wealth in your mind, and that activates what is called your sixth sense. Right here, that's the third eye chakra. Napoleon Hill called it the sixth sense, where you just get intuition, you just get information once you place that intention, that desire in the mind. So that's the first step. Can't do anything without that step, having that vision in mind. The second step is to clear all investable debt, or specifically credit card debt. Debt that's just debt. It's not tied to you building wealth. It's specifically important to clear credit card debt because the amount of interest they're charging you, sometimes 20, 25, 30%, there's no way you could make that in any other investment. Not consistently, right? So for you to consistently be losing 20 to 30% every year, that's a lot that you're paying. And it's not just fixed interest that they charging you. They are charging you what's called compounding interest. That means that you're paying interest on top of interest. It's not the kind of interest you wanna owe someone. So clear out your credit card debt. That's the second step. The third step is act your wage. You know, you've all heard the phrase "act your age." It means just be mature, just be honest about how much money you're making. That's what act your wage mean, right? Don't try to look rich. That will keep you broke. Chasing the symbols of wealth will keep you from obtaining wealth itself. That's the worst habit you want to have. Uh, so by acting your wage, you simply have to manage your cash flow. Cash flow is money you have coming in, income, salaries, your own business, whatever, minus money you have leaving out. If you have a really bad spending habit, it's like water coming into a bowl, but yet there's a big hole where it's leaving. You'll never be able to obtain, to build your wealth. So manage your cash flow at your wage. That's the third advice. The fourth tip is save. You would think that's the first thing we talk about, but unless you handle the first three steps, you won't be able to save. For example, if you don't have a clear picture in mind of where you want to go, if you still have the mindset that money is evil, subconsciously you will not do the right things to get money. You may want it consciously, but if you really have this deep belief that money is bad, you won't draw it to you. So I challenge anyone that's, especially in the West, that says that the Bible says money is the root of all evil. Show it to me. I bet what you will see is that the love of money is the root of all evil. If you greed for it, if you kill for it, if you're greedy for it, yeah, of course, that's evil. But money itself is not. So if you have a wrong mind frame, if you have a lot of credit card debt that's draining you, if you can't control your spending, you cannot get to the fourth step, which is save. Have 3 to 6 months of emergency money liquid, or that could easily be accessed, right? That's what liquid means. So in case something happens, in case you lose your job, you can dip into that emergency fund. Anything above that should be invested, which is step 5. Invest in appreciating assets. If you, again, like to chase the symbols of wealth like fancy cars, as soon as you drive the car off the parking lot that you bought it in, it loses half its value. That's not an asset that's appreciating. Appreciating assets are usually real estate, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, your own business. Invest in things that will grow in the future. So those are my 5 tips to building wealth for now. And in incorporating those 5 steps, do it in the present moment. That's what I'm going to leave you with. Even when you are visualizing about the future, having a picture in mind, only spend like 5 minutes or so a day or less on that, but live your life in the present, okay? Everything you're doing, the budgeting, the work, just be present doing it, okay? Until next time.